Okay, I'm gonna admit it. Venom is great. It's great. Dang! The writing on those lyrics were great. Eminem, as usual, performed the song great. The beat is awesome. The chorus is awesome. Everything about that song is just awesome. And it was one of my favorite parts of Kamikaze. But the movie, on the other hand, so... shoot.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money. Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Like a bird in the wind.
Okay, so Venom is the new movie made by Sony. Sony. Believe it or not, I actually posted a comment when the teaser trailer came out for this movie. I'm just remembering this now. And I said, when you realize Venom is part of, you realize Venom is, made by the same creators as the Emoji Movie, and then I linked the 116, you know, where Tom Hardy is screaming and the symbiote's crawling up his neck. You remember that? Well, that scene's not that cool in this movie. Anyway, remember I posted that comment, and it got like 100 likes. I was very impressed. And, yeah, that's pretty much sums up why I hate Sony. Every time I trust in Sony to do good, like, let's say, when The Amazing Spider-Man was happening, I was like, I'm not sure. And then I saw it, and I was like, that was okay. And I still think it's a genuinely okay movie. Amazing Spider-Man 2, I was like, yes, you can do it. I know you have all these random villains that are really going to cram this movie, but I know you can do better than Spider-Man 3. And guess what? They did pretty much the level of Spider-Man 3. So I was like, dang it, Sony. Jump to 2017, when Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, was happening. And I saw the trailer, and I was like, that's going to be terrible. I know it has Dwayne Johnson, I don't care. Looks awful. And then it came out, and I was like, that was actually really good. Like, it actually was a really good movie. Then, the Venom trailer came out, and I was like, I'll just go over what I was going into when I was going into Venom. I thought the teaser trailer for this movie was mediocre. It was very disappointing, because all we saw was the symbiote crawling up his neck. That was all we saw in the teaser trailer. Then trailer 2 happened, and I was like, I think we got something here. Like, I actually thought that Venom was going to be good. I thought Venom was going to be good. I thought that whole trailer was awesome. There was nothing really cringe about it. It was just cool Venom things. Then the third trailer happened, and it lowered my expectations more. But I still thought the movie looked cool. Like, I thought Venom looked cool. I thought Tom Hardy looked cool. I thought the action looked cool. I thought Riot looked cool. And I thought it was going to be good. And here we are today, and I saw it on opening night, so let's review it. Okay, let's go over the synopsis, I guess. Venom's a movie about a guy named, I don't even remember his name because he's such a terrible character. He's played by Tom Hardy. And he ends up trying to investigate this thing, and then he gets into this symbiote, and the symbiote takes him over. And then him and the symbiote have this relationship, and they have to take on stuff, and they do things, and it happens, and it's a movie, and it's a thing, and I'm now talking about it. Here we go, Venom. Let's do it. Alright, everything I liked out of Venom. There's actually a lot more than you'd think there would be. Alright, first off, Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy. Man, he's a great actor, and I thought he did great in this movie. Not like, well, my hair is messed up, okay. Not insane, like, not amazing. I thought Tom Hardy just did really good in this movie. I thought he was, like, I thought Tom Hardy did as good as, like, he did in Inception, which I thought he did great in there. Not Bane from The Dark Knight good, or anything like that. But he did really good. His acting was good. His comedy was good. Even though I really didn't know what he was doing the majority of the movie. Like, there were so many scenes where I was like, what are you doing? And that's almost all some of this movie. I'll talk more about the negatives of this movie soon. But other things I like in this movie. The actual character Venom is really cool. In fact, the general symbiote side of this movie is really cool. Like, there's so much of this movie that's like, all the symbiotes are going. Riot was really cool. Venom fighting Riot was not that great, but I thought Venom looked really awesome and Riot looked really cool. And they're really menacing and they're really cool. And yeah, another positive to me, the main positive, was it was funny. Yes, this movie is very funny. It has a lot of jokes that had me laughing for a pretty long time, which is why I walked out of this movie with a positive outlook. I kind of enjoyed this movie, and I didn't regret seeing it. Like, I didn't regret seeing Venom. I enjoyed it. Does that mean it is good? Oh, now let's get to the negatives. The negatives. They're infinite. They're everywhere. This movie is a negative movie. The tone is dark. Tom Hardy was out of his mind. This movie is chaos. Its pacing is bad. Like, the pacing in this movie is so dang off. It really doesn't know what it's doing. Like, well, let's say I'll describe Venom as this massive blob that doesn't really know what its purpose is. And it wants to be edgy and entertaining, but it's so chaotic. And you know what? This is Jake Paul. Yes, Venom is Jake Paul. Something that's out of its mind in chaos and destruction and mayhem and has no idea what he's doing. He's Jake Paul. I just compared Jake Paul to Venom. That says something. Okay, so let's say I began watching this, but I'll do spoiler talk in a couple days, but I began watching this movie, and when I was watching it, I had a positive outlook. I generally thought that I was kind of... Okay, when this movie started, I'm joking, this movie sucked when it started. The movie begins, and it is so bad. Like, it is... This is where this movie flops. Its pacing, and its tone, and it's just everything. It's mainly the pacing. The pacing is so quick and so sporadic that you have no idea where to latch on or where to grab. When I said Alpha had pacing problems, and it does. I've not seen what Venom had in store for me. I think the same thing happened with Fallen Kingdom, where they had a script that was not even complete, and they threw it out. You know what? I can barely know what they were thinking when making this movie. Like, in all honesty, I think they were making this movie and they really had no idea what they were doing. Like, they were just out of their minds. Wow. Okay, I cannot stress the fact this movie is chaos, and it's a mess, and I was so dang disappointed. I guess the villain was okay. He's kind of cool. I thought Riot was cool. Yeah, I already said that. Another thing about this movie, I'll say this at the end, actually, so I won't do it now. But, dang, this movie was bad. Guys, overall, while watching Venom, I had a positive outlook on it. I walked out, it just skyrocketed down like all 40% less than I thought I was gonna give it. Venom is a movie that is chaos. It is just madness. It's just this blob that has no idea what it's doing or how to exist. And I honestly would be fine with a sequel because I want them to learn from their freaking mistake. Even though I don't see this movie getting a sequel because it's not even like a movie. It's not even this complete movie. It's this mess of a movie. That's this blob and it's chaos and it's loud and it's messy. Venom was cool. Tom Hardy was cool. But in the end, this is a chaotic movie that I enjoyed while watching. And it's a cluster of everything bad a movie can do. Is it Fantastic? No. Is it Suicide Squad? Yeah, it's very similar to Suicide Squad. It sucks to say it, but I'm gonna give Venom a 3. Dang it, Sony. You know, I trust you to make a good movie. You have Venom. Now make a movie! Also, why was it this part of the MCU? I mean, it would be like the trash. It would be like the worst movie in the MCU by far. But, like, Venom would be awesome in the MCU. Just saying. Alright, anything, you're probably wondering, is there a post-credit scene? Is there a cool post-credit scene? There's one post-credit scene. Disappointing AF, I'm sorry. It is a cool reveal if there is a sequel, but it was very cramped and very lazy. The second post-credit scene. Oh man, is it awesome! Note, the second post-credit scene is really different. Now, don't go into post-credit scene expecting the second one to expect a reveal or anything like that. expect... I don't know how to... I don't want to disappoint you guys, but make sure you stay for the second most crazy. The first one, you should, because it's a cool reveal, but the second one is awesome, and I'll make a video maybe talking about it. Anyway, Venom! Have you guys seen Venom? What do you think on Venom? I know Eminem's song is awesome for this movie. It's a great song, I loved it. But what do you guys think on Venom? Let me know in the comment section below. And honestly, if you're a kid, check this movie out. I bet you'll enjoy it. But see you guys next time. Make sure to subscribe. I will be doing more reviews soon. First Man review next week. Goosebumps 2 review next week. So it's not as bad as Venom. Anyway, see you guys next time. Bye. I'm getting more negative, aren't I? Yes, I am. I have not made a very positive review on a movie since searching. Bye.
Jurassic World, the Fallen Kingdom has a bunch of dinosaurs.